Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці.
Good health to you, fellow Ukrainians. I have held a meeting of the military cabinet. This is our special format of working in a narrow circle with those responsible for the defense of the state. There were commanders of key frontline areas, also the commander-in-chief, the general staff, intelligence, security, a truly meaningful work. First of all, the defense brigades did a good job. They fulfilled the main strategic tasks. But now it is not time to give details. Secondly, the offensive brigades are doing a good job. We are preparing, no details. Thirdly, on the protection of civilians, the Air Force is doing a great job. Here with details. Our priorities for this week, next week and for the near future are additional air defense systems, additional missiles, training and aircraft and long-range weapons, and this will be fulfilled. I also held a meeting with our international staff, the office team. We have a task to maintain the momentum of international support and communication for Ukraine, which was achieved in the first half of May, in these weeks as well. I am confident that we will accomplish this task. I had the honor to visit the office of the Crimea platform and meet with the leader of the Crimean Tatar people, Mustafa Dzhemilev, representatives of the Majlis and the Crimean Tatar community. Every year on the day of May 18th, we honor the memory of all the victims of the deportation of the Crimean Tatar people. It was one of the most serious crimes of the 20th century. The entire nation was forcibly removed from its native land and forced to live in a foreign land for decades. And when the people returned home, Russia once again brought its evil to their home, to our Ukraine, the evil of aggression, repression and humiliation. It is our historical task to restore justice to all our people, to guarantee freedom for our entire country, without any exceptions. The task of all those who defend the state, all those who choose Ukraine and therefore will win. I'm glad to see that the Crimean platform, we have created effectively channels, the joint power of our entire state and the Crimean Tatar people. I'm glad to know that our joint work with the Majlis brings the result Ukraine needs. By the way, we are preparing some very important joint steps for the near future. We are bringing the issue of Crimea, Crimean prisoners and all our people in Crimea to a new international level. And one more thing. On May 18th, many Ukrainians wore vyshyvankas. It's important to remember the richness that unites us all. Ukraine is diverse, and this is our strength. And it was evident throughout the day in the different patterns of embroidery. But now I ask you all to remember those Ukrainians who are literally our strength and our defense. Many of our people were not wearing vyshyvankas because they were in military uniforms. I ask you now to remember everyone who is fighting for Ukraine, all those who are on combat missions and at combat posts for the sake of Ukraine, all those who train our soldiers for the sake of Ukraine, those whom you know personally, those whom you have heard about, and thousands of others who are equally protecting the life of Ukraine. Please remember them now and thank them. We also do not forget for a single moment about those of our people who are held captive by the occupiers, about captured Ukrainians, about those repressed in the occupied territories, about those who are in the occupied cities and communities and are waiting for the return of our flag and our state. We must liberate all our people and all our land from Russian captivity. Let us act together in unity, taking care of each other and the state, and let us not stop until we win. Thank you to everyone who helps. Glory to all who fight for Ukraine. Eternal memory to all victims of Russian tyranny. Eternal memory to all victims of the deportation of the Crimean Tatar people. Glory to Ukraine.
Слава Україні!